Hello design lovers, welcome back to Aesthetic Nest. Have you ever noticed that you can walk into a beautifully designed boutique hotel or a minimalist mountain cabin, and within 5 minutes, your shoulders drop, your breathing slows, and your mind just settles? It feels like magic, but as an architect, I can tell you it is actually pure spatial psychology. Most of our bedrooms are unintentionally designed to keep us awake. We treat them like storage units that happen to have a mattress in the middle. We surround ourselves with visual noise, bureaucratic laundry piles, sharp angles, and harsh overhead lighting, and then we wonder why our brains refuse to turn off at 11 p.m. Today, we are going to change that. We are breaking down the slow living bedroom setup, focusing on how spatial flow, tactile materials, and structural lighting can systematically lower your daily cortisol levels. But beyond the decluttering and the color palettes, there is one critical architectural adjustment we will explore later in the video. Something I call the subconscious sightline. It is a tiny, often overlooked layout adjustment regarding what your eyes rest on the exact millisecond before you close them. And it acts as an absolute psychological off switch for anxiety. If you get everything else right but miss this one layout rule, your brain will stay on high alert all night. Let's build your sanctuary from the ground up. Segment 1. Spatial breathing room. Decompressing the layout. In architecture, the space you leave empty is just as important as the space you fill. We call this negative space, or more simply, breathing room. When you walk into your bedroom, your subconscious mind instantly calculates how easy it is to navigate. If you have to shimmy past a dresser or step over a stray storage box just to get to your side of the bed, your nervous system registers micro frustrations before you even lie down. To embrace a slow living setup, your layout needs to prioritize unhurried circulation. Try to clear at least 2 to 3 feet of open space on either side of your bed. This creates a psychological boundary between the chaotic energy of the outside world and the stillness of your sleeping zone. Consider lowering the visual horizon of the room as well. High, towering wardrobes and heavy furniture can make a small bedroom feel oppressive, triggering a subtle, claustrophobic stress response. By choosing lower-profile furniture, like a low-slung platform bed and floating nightstands, you open up the upper volume of the room. This simple shift allows air and light to circulate freely, giving your mind a literal sense of expansiveness. Segment 2. The tactile palette. Materials that lower your heart rate. We live so much of our lives behind glass screens, interacting with cold, sterile surfaces. When we retreat to our bedrooms, our sense of touch needs to be nourished. Slow living is inherently tactile. It is about grounding ourselves in materials that feel organic, imperfect, and reassuringly real. Start by swapping out synthetic bedding for high-quality, long staple linen or organic washed cotton. Linen has a natural weight and texture that stimulates the skin's sensory receptors in a soothing, grounding way. It doesn't look perfect, and that is exactly the point. The gentle wrinkles of linen signal to your brain that this is a space where perfection isn't required, where you can finally let your guard down. For your furniture and decor, lean heavily into raw, matte textures. Bring in unvarnished woods like white oak or walnut, terracotta vessels, and woven wool rugs underfoot. Avoid high-gloss lacquers, polished metals, or heavy plastics, which reflect light sharply and mimic the sterile look of an office. When your feet hit a soft, textured wool rug in the morning instead of cold flooring, you are setting a gentle, rhythmic pace for your entire day. Segment 3. Sculpting with light. The circadian transition. Light is the ultimate architect of our internal clock. Unfortunately, most modern bedrooms are lit like retail stores. A single, bright overhead fixture drops a cone of aggressive light directly over the bed, tricking your brain into thinking it's high noon when you're trying to wind down. In a slow living setup, we don't just turn on lights, we sculpt with them. You want to completely abandon overhead lighting after dusk. Instead, layer your illumination at or below eye level. Use dimmable warm spectrum bulbs, ideally around 2700 Kelvin, in small ceramic table lamps, or install indirect, hidden lighting behind your headboard or under nightstands. By bouncing light softly off raw walls or textures, you eliminate harsh shadows and mimic the natural amber quality of a setting sun. This subtle gradient tells your pineal gland to naturally start producing melatonin, easing you into a state of deep relaxation long before your head hits the pillow. Segment 4. The subconscious sightline. The ultimate layout secret. Now, let's talk about that design secret I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the subconscious sightline. As human beings, Our evolutionary biology is always operating in the background. When we lie down to sleep, our primitive brain scans the environment for potential threats or unfinished business. If the last thing your eyes rest on before you close them is a stack of unpaid bills, your home office desk, or even an open closet door displaying cluttered clothes, your brain treats that visual clutter as a predator or an active task. Your mind stays anchored to your daytime anxieties. The rule for the subconscious sightline is beautifully simple. Whatever is directly in your field of vision from your sleeping position must be entirely devoid of stress. Position your bed so that when you lie down, your immediate line of sight catches only elements of absolute tranquility. This could be a blank, beautifully textured wall, a single piece of minimal art, or a leafy green plant. If your workspace has to be in your bedroom, use a beautiful canvas screen to completely block it from view when you're in bed. By curating this final visual frame of your day, you give your subconscious permission to completely step away from the world, dropping your nighttime cortisol levels and allowing you to drop into deep, restorative REM sleep. Creating a slow-living bedroom isn't about buying expensive designer furniture or achieving an Instagram-perfect aesthetic. It is about intentionally crafting an environment that protects your peace, honors your biology, and gently coaxes you into the present moment. Start small this weekend. Move one piece of heavy furniture out, hide your work desk from your line of sight, or simply switch off that overhead light in favor of a warm bedside lamp. Pay attention to how your body responds to the space. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If you found these design insights helpful, gently tap that subscribe button and let me know in the comments below, what is the biggest source of visual noise in your bedroom right now? Let's figure out how to solve it together. Until next time, create space for rest, move slowly, and take care.